I'm with Chris Tuckwell, the son of Phyllis Tuckwell. Chris, we've come over and presented a cheque for 20,000. It's not as much as 2 years ago. Are you disappointed?
No, not at all disappointed, because money isn't everything. It's great. I know that you've all done extremely hard work over sort of a couple of years, and you're disappointed with the 20,000. But 20,000, if we didn't have that 20,000, there'll be certain things that we couldn't do for our patients. And we're so grateful for it. And it's not just the work that you've done, it's the input from the sponsors that you've raised and the interest that they've taken in the event.
And it all helps with the awareness, I guess, as well.
Well, that's the great thing. I mean, it spreads the word of the Phyllis Tuckwell Hospice even further, because if it wasn't for people doing fundraising events like you, or giving money to us in memory of people, or sponsorship through firms, or when people do walks and things like that. I mean, we've just done a walk which has raised quite a lot of money, I think. And that, you know, it's all raising awareness.
Yeah. Tell us a bit about the hospice itself. Does it really cost £10,000 a day to run? Is that a figure I heard?
Yeah, it costs more than £10,000 a day to run it.
Okay.
Trying to work out the maths, it costs us over £4 million a year.
Right.
The £10,000 a day is roughly what we have to raise. We get just over £500,000 from government every year. It goes up a little bit, but not very much. But on the other hand, we mustn't say no to that. When I was chairman some 14 years ago, we only got £10,000 a year. So at least we're up to £500,000.
Yeah. So tell us a bit about the hospice in terms of the area it covers and how many beds you have and that kind of thing.
We cover most of the GU postal code area, except around Woking, because they've got their own hospice, and round Alton direction, because they've got St Michael's Hospice, excuse me, at Basingstoke. We've got 18 inpatient beds. 10 of those are individual rooms, 2 are 4-bedded wards, because not everybody wants to be in a room by themselves. We've just updated all those with a bit of government help, and using our own finances. All the rooms have showers. They've all got a door out into the garden. Some of them you could have a relative actually staying overnight in the room, not all of them. We put in an additional bath for the patients, which is much easier to use, especially in these health and safety days for nurses and everything else. We've got 5 community nurses that go out into the community, supported by one of our doctors. We have a day hospice which operates 4 days a week, shortly to be 5, again with doctors' help, nurses, trained nurses in there. But of course we have about 500 volunteers who give their time for free. And if it wasn't for the volunteers, I don't think we'd be here, in spite of all the efforts of Rotaries and everybody else.
Well, I think you do a fantastic job. I know from personal experience what a fantastic job you do, and I'm grateful, and I know a lot of people are grateful to the work you do as well. So thank you very much.
Okay, Sean.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.